Hello and welcome to the Oasis. I guess it's the Primm-Cast. It's the Primm-Cast now. My name is Primothy Slimothy, and this is my beloved co-host, my dear brother Asimov the Mad. All
I
right.
hate formalities.
So,
I've never been a fan.
So if you've watched anything we do, it is always pretty disorganized, but we wanted to do kind of a podcast type thing, but we didn't want to sit around a table or just sit in a Discord, so we're just gonna play games, and we decided to start with Sea of Thieves. And this one's about us. So yeah. Yeah, we chose Sea of Thieves. We're gonna attempt to play the game and not be totally distracted. But I mean, that's why we get to record it anyway. Because I can cut out all the awkward.
You mean you're trying to not be totally distracted? But never hear running an intro like we don't got a ship, we got a pilot. I'm one man.
Hey, you're doing great.
I have
It's a little
two
wet.
arms.
It's a little wet down here. It's been a while. We're both Pirate Legends. This used to be one of our biggest games. During the course of us doing all kinds of stuff, I'm gonna try and ask Asimov interview style questions. Oh, that was my face. We're gonna try and ask interview style questions and see just how well this idea works. And my hope is that we just get better at it, because I know this one's not going to be the most,
I think how well it works depends on how well we work and whether people really like us or not. There's a whole lot of different, ingredients that go into a good podcast.
I think we're some likable boys. Some likable men.
I never met a me I didn't like. Yeah, you should pull us in.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll raise up this guy.
Yeah, so we haven't played this game in a while. It's one of our favorites, so we decided to jump on this one. The goal will be to
The harpoon can now be used as a tightrope.
yeah, just use it. It's kind of awesome.
Wait for me.
Oh, we didn't get
Wait
one of
for
those
me.
boxes to load up all the stuff. I guess we'll get like the cursed boxes.
Should be something in here. We normally find storage containers.
So the goal of all this is, we'll basically just be interviewing our friends and each other with the intention of talking about games and things that we think are interesting, and just kind of hanging out while we do it. Well, ADHD is just full-blown kicking in right now. I didn't lock that, I didn't lock this ship, so I'm
Or
rescuing
worked
it.
anyway.
Isn't it X locks it?
I think so.
What is the lock button?
I know it makes a sound. I think you might have to hold it though. Mr. Ghost. Mr. Ghost. Send me thine faces, that I may deposit a knife.
Oh, you do have to hold it.
Oh God. Oh,
Can we... Oh, that would be why.
kicked in here.
It keeps... Well, it keeps wanting to turn because the captain... The captain kind of left the ship just rocking.
Hey, well,
But it's
you know,
okay.
it's tough sailing a ship by yourself. Oh, no. Alright, I'm dead.
Did you not... I'm trying to focus on just getting the ship to stay in place. Couple of pirate legends looking like some fools right now. Honestly, I'm just gonna drop the anchor. Whatever. The ship will not stay steady.
Oh yeah, I forgot that's something you can do. It's been so long since I played. Ooh, let's see.
Well,
What
we never
flame
did it.
do I get?
We used to be good at this game.
Used to.
It'll come back.
A freaking pirate legend, son. How many cannonballs we got? Do we have enough? Could there even be? I'm gonna switch up the loadout. I'm gonna double gun like a filthy casual.
Hmm.
Been known to occasionally double gun.
Ouch.
What of it?
I just got dropped.
Good.
Offer soul to the ferryman.
Ow, what the hell? Oh, there's so many people over here.
I don't know why I decided to use anything but the handgun anyway. I used to be good at this game. Yeah, well anyway. This is the Primm-Cast. And though he is my co-host, today he is my guest. It is my brother, my IRL brother, Asimov the Mad. He goes by other names, but that's the main one. And
I mean, it's not really the main one.
what here, then there's the first question. What's the main name? What's your preferred
The main name?
Yeah, what's your preferred identity?
I mean, who is anybody, really?
I've already decided that I'm gonna blur the lines and I'm just gonna give out my name because I go by Primbo, I go by Prim Dang, Slim Dang, all these things, but on
Yeah, you're probably safe.
yeah, I go by Andrew as well, and if you have seen anything else we have, pretty much all of my friends have said it instead of Prim many times, so that is my
It's tough to get people to conform to that.
yeah.
It is a struggle. That is
Yeah.
lifelong.
Yeah, that. So anyway.
Anywho, my name is J.Edgar Hoover.
Like the president?
Yeah.
I never realized you had done that.
No, Yeah, I did. I did. This would be the part where I make a joke about something historical related to him, but I don't know anything about him. I
It
just know
was
that people really hated him.
it was
It
just a
was,
fever dream when you did it. When you were
yeah,
President Hoover.
yeah, yeah. I try not to go back.
The actual like the actual like thumbnail is just a president of J.Edgar Hoover.
Yeah, yeah. How many of these ghosts are there?
At least 3.
Oh, here he is.
What, El Capitan?
Yeah, Capitan of the fortress.
Oh wow, can't believe I missed that. Well, now that you've got absolutely nothing going on, my first question for you is, what's your favorite video game?
Uh, Probably Shrek 2, the video game.
Mm. Mm.
Or the Flushed Away game. Yeah, that one was pretty good.
I...
Uh,
Actually, though, it was. I remember that game. That one was
yeah, we
good.
had it. Oh, got the treasury key.
Maybe we'll play it one day.
I don't know.
One day when we get a
That's
PS2.
such a hard question to answer. Um, I feel like I have like a Parthenon of games I enjoy. And
Like the dragon from Skyrim.
yeah, 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 Parthenon.
Like the
Look at all look
like
at
the
all this
building
stuff.
in Athens.
Yeah. Well, I mean, more so like the theological idea of a Parthenon, which all the Greek gods. They're all these titanic figures that represent something different to the people. I mean, you know, almost equally revered. Because like I love Skyrim. I feel like most people love Skyrim if they played it or were around while it was super popular.
And
New
you've got some
Vegas, of
Skyrim
course.
memories. I've heard some
Oh
Skyrim
yeah,
stories.
I've probably got close to like 3,000 hours in Skyrim, which is low compared to some people.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was a good game. Fallout 4, of course, was a great game. It was very flawed, but a fun experience overall. I think Starfield.
That was my first like. I feel like Fallout 4 was the first game that I like walked into, and it like changed my perspective on like what a game could be. Like
Yeah.
I didn't understand like the gravity of Skyrim when I was first playing it. But
Oh, I
like
didn't either.
when you first brought like Fallout 4 to the house and I first got to play, it was the first like new gen, I guess. Not new gen anymore, but it was the first
Yeah, it
Xbox
was.
One game I played that I was like, "Oh my gosh. I can build my own base. Like I can do all these little things. I can start my own empire." And it was just the coolest concept in the world to me, and still is.
Yeah. Very solid mechanic to have in the game.
Yeah.
I was pretty happy with it. I mean, I played it for as long as I played Skyrim. First time I played Skyrim, I walked into Riverwood, I killed everybody. I was like, this is boring, and I didn't play it again for like a year.
Oof.
I wasn't used to games like that. I had some kind of technical games like Final Fantasy I did enjoy, but um, I remember like not getting it at first, and
Not like
then
the
I sort of
open
watched
world.
other people. I what I saw was armor. I saw other people with like armor and weapons, and I'm like, wow, that stuff's kind of cool. Like they're not having to hit enemies 40 times to kill them. Like, what are they doing? And then you get this sort of like innate like feeling like I should be able to do that too. I feel like a lot of the games I've gotten good at is because I've seen other people good at them, and I'm like, well, I should be able to do that. And so I went and I did, but Skyrim was great. Really, just a solid game. On guard, it's awesome. Sick, dude. That's freaking sick. Being able to
Serana.
build your own house, that was crazy. And I back then, the idea of being able to make your own arrows was like people were excited about that. They're like, no way, because before what you did was you went and you snuck arrows into the pocket of the archers who were training in Solitude, and they would shoot that arrow that you put in their pocket endlessly into these targets, and then you would just collect the arrows off the target. But with the what was it, Hearthhome DLC? I think the Hearthhome DLC came out, and they finally gave you the ability to like make your own arrows, which everybody had been bitching about forever. It just felt like a no-brainer in a game with crafting. And then they added
Yeah.
mods, and that was just
And then Thomas the
peak.
Train wrought havoc.
Yeah, Randy Savage, dragons, and kinds of stuff.
So, throughout your little run through of all the games, I noticed a trend of Bethesda.
Yeah, well, they're
Literally every.
well. It's because when you name one, you feel like you have to include its siblings. At
Yeah,
least the ones you like. Um, just thematically, I think that's just where my brain was.
yeah, for
Um,
sure.
um,
Yeah, the Fallout series is definitely my favorite. Like, I don't go by Prim Slim for nothing. Like, Fallout 4 was like this crazy experience I never understood. Like, I couldn't fathom that you just had this world and everything you did in it made like a difference. Like when I first played Skyrim, like obviously I played Skyrim before Fallout 4, and as I played it, I just tried to play it very like linear. It was like, okay, here's the next point on the map, I'll go there. I didn't explore, like it just wasn't like a thought in my brain to like see what else was out there. And then Fallout
yeah,
4 was
that's
like the
funny.
first one where I was just walking and you walk up to like the diner. Forget the name of the people that's at the diner, but it's just like this mom being extorted, and her
Oh
son's
yeah,
like
her
a
son's
jet
addicted to
junkie.
drugs.
Yeah, and it's just like this whole moment where I was like sitting there and I was like, oh wow, all of these characters are going to be relevant, and then you walk
Yeah,
away and they're nothing, and I was like, what was that for? And so I just started to like go back. I was like, okay, so there's that's like over then. Okay. And I
what's funny
realized
is if you're
that
paying attention. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
no, you're good, you're good.
Yeah, no, if you're paying attention as you're leaving that diner and you walk down the road, if you walk for like another like 2 minutes off to your right, an alien spaceship crashes in the woods.
Yeah, yeah. Like there's
You
just
can go
so
and get the
much.
alien blaster. So sick.
Yeah, Project Zeta. It was so cool, and like Fallout 4 was the first game that opened my mind to that stuff, and then obviously Fallout New Vegas was the first one where like the story was just like so, like obviously like the story was huge to the experience of Fallout 4, but there was so much outside the story. Um, like the story felt. Let me rephrase. The story felt like the main thing in Fallout 4. Like you were following it along. Fallout New Vegas was all about like the whole world. Like there was so much to it.
It was politics.
Yeah,
It was like a political game.
yeah. I went back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. I will say, I've played that game. I've completed Fallout New Vegas at least 5 times. I have never had an ending other than the house always wins. I can never
Oh yeah.
bring myself. Nobody else deserves it. So I just hand it back to Mr. House.
You go into it with the mindset of like I should, like I should play a different end. And
But
then
then as the
you
story
eventually get
works
to the
out,
point where you're like, but why should I though?
yeah, why would I
Like
ever do that?
House, and then you get manic about it. You're like, the strip belongs to Mr. House anyway. He saved it.
Yeah,
You start following his
absolutely.
ideology.
This belongs to him. This is
Yeah,
all his handiwork.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
exactly.
we can discuss the morality of a totalitarian, you know, uh, regime, basically. But I think as far as like to say like if there was somebody who was worthy of being in power, it would be the person who, is there investing in the interest of that place
That
and
preserved
its
it to
people.
begin with.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
even though it looks like canonically he had a word in their demise. So we'll.
Well.
I
The
didn't
show,
finish the second
yeah,
season. I should
the
say that.
show, the show clears a little bit more mud about that. I think it's like, we don't need to get into like the real world stuff, but there's stuff going on that people know about, but it's not like they can necessarily do anything about it, and that it's kind of the vibe of I get from Mr. House, where he's like, oh, this is like actually gonna be the end. Well, then let me make Vegas my bunker.
Yeah, because if you think about it, for a guy like Mr. House, it's really odd that he didn't have the platinum chip before he had it. It's like he scrambled to get it at the last minute, which is
Yeah,
very off character for a guy who's extremely calculated. He
exactly,
has a plan.
exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my thought.
No, 100%. Um, and he's just a solid character. Like, I think as a character, like the guy that figured it out and realized and like scrambled to build a plan. And, like he can't like the concept of him being unable to be outsmarted. Um, and even so, I guess he still wasn't outsmarted, right? Like he still was able to put a plan together before the end. And even if he is the bad guy, he's manipulated me into giving him the platinum chip every time. But but anyway, beyond Fallout New Vegas,
You four. There,
um,
go ahead and look out. Look out on the starboard side. No.
big
Look at
old
the map
big old
again.
world event
Damn it.
over there. It looks like.
Let me look at the map. Let me look at the damn map again. T. Can I spawn it that close? That'd be crazy. T5. is
Yeah,
to
we
our
just
left.
we don't have any crates to collect all these cannonballs, so we don't have like any cannonballs right now.
Here, come over here to the other side.
Yeah, so obviously we're both big open world. Let us construct a story our way. I have a love for building an empire. That's why Fallout 4 was cool. I love survival games. Pretty much any of them. Like Minecraft started that for me, and then 7 Days to Die was huge. 7 Days to Die was one of the first games that I really like got into, and just played it as a survival game itself, because Minecraft always fell a little flat for me once I started to see what was out there. Oh?
Oh, it spawned it right here.
Did you spawn a
Oh
Kraken?
no. Yeah. Oh.
Why would you do
Oh.
this?
Oh, I was trying. I didn't let me pick the place to spawn it. Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh? Oh?
Oh. Oh, okay.
Okay.
All
So,
right. No, this is fine. I don't think this was supposed to happen. I have a sword. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah,
just
the dangers of
threw
double
me
gun.
on top of a fort. Oh.
Yeah,
Oh.
just got pancaked against the water.
Yeah, you killed our ship.
No.
So that was basically just a warm up port for us, I guess. That we didn't get anything from.
All the more reason for us to have a second ship.
Yeah, both ships would have been sunk in this situation, I think.
Well, everybody's entitled to their own opinion. Even if they're wrong. What is this ship? This isn't my ship. This is not my ship. What is this? Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm just shooting this Kraken. It threw me at the fort.
No idea where to even look for you. Check the map.
Yeah, but no, I'm out of cannonballs. Oh, it's a cannonball. Yeah, but aside from like those games, one game that kind of like absolutely changed my life, rocked my world, was Elden Ring. Elden Ring is probably my favorite game overall. Like, if I had to grab one game and that would be like, that series would be something I'd have to play for the rest of my life, it'd have to be like Elden Ring and whatever Elden Ring spin-offs. Because I know I'd be locked in forever, especially with new content. This Kraken just isn't dying, bro.
You tried talking to it?
No. No, I won't. I won't be doing that. Yeah, I'm just blasting it with everything I've got. What kind of Kraken is this? Is this just the normal one?
The quicken disillusion trade.
Oh,
Hey,
hi. You made it back.
yeah, I have magical powers. This is what I wanted. I wanted to be able to just enjoy the world for what it was. Look at that. Look. There's an Ashen Lord over there.
Yeah.
Kraken more like whacking. Am I right?
Oof.
All right, just me. Just me.
Oof.
What is your problem? Why won't you just go away?
I think we got it.
Oh, treasure! Look, Bubby, treasure! Wow, look at
Yeah.
all the treasure it dropped.
Yeah.
Wow,
Would you look at that?
what an adventure.
Yeah.
Let's see. Move ship.
I think. Oh, what is that ship?
Yeah, it's the dang ding dang they gave me. It sucks. I hate it.
I guess we'll
I
just have
hate
to
it.
go
I
to
don't
an
like it.
outpost.
It is slowly rotating for some reason. Oh, there's stuff out here. What is that, Kraken meat or something?
Yeah.
Alright, we're gonna pull the cutlass back out. And we're gonna keep them guessing. We're gonna run. I have reach. Alright, we need to rotate and grab all our loot.
That we do.
Actually, I mean, not really though, because I don't know if you saw the chests I have on board.
Did you... What did you spawn? Did you spawn cheater
Not,
chests?
I found them. Somebody
Oh,
left them laying around.
sure.
I mean, they were
Sure.
left right here beside me.
That's
I was
interesting.
just in my menu, pushing buttons as I do, as I am known to. All this stuff is for aesthetics anyway. It just feels good to have this on the ship.
It feels good to earn it, for sure.
Wow. Wow. You think I don't, you think, it's like you think my ears don't work.
What?
Your passive aggressiveness is noted.
Yeah.
Yeah, have you ever seen 1, 2, 3, 4 chests of legend on your ship?
No, I don't even... Will the game give us anything for that? Like... Is there a reason why this
Probably
ship isn't turning at all?
Because the anchor is up.
Anchor's down.
Yeah,
How
the wheel
many...
is up.
What are you doing right now?
I'm decorating the ship with treasure.
There's no way we
Hey,
get to
haven't
keep
got-
our money. From
No, no way. Well, I mean, I don't need money for anything anyway.
Fair enough.
All the way up, all the way up, all the way up.
Yeah, I'm something of a sailor myself.
Hey, what are we doing?
I was gonna pick up our crap. You know, the one,
I mean,
the stuff that we earned, you know? We don't have any cannonballs.
Oh, that's right. We can't.
We need to go to a ding-dang outpost.
Whoa. Oh, what's this? Whoa. Dude, you're not gonna believe this. You shouldn't believe this.
Wow.
Wow. The ocean have giveth again.
Well, I think this begins the tradition of the podcast, or the Primm-Cast, where we play the game. We play the game. Well, this isn't the game of our choosing necessarily. There is a different game on the roster, but Asimov pointed out he doesn't think we deserve to play that one on the pod yet.
We gotta
We've
gotta work our way there.
That game is Elden Ring. We're not allowed to play it yet, so we're playing Sea of Thieves today. And the way the guest is choosing, the guest, my co-host, whatever. This is episode 0. This is just us talking about who we are, basically.
Why do we have this? Why is this here right now? We don't want this.
I caught it before you cheated.
Why is that on my ship?
I caught it before you cheated. Why is this stuff spread out? It looks bad.
Looks bad when it clips into each other.
No. You put it all in one spot so that we have a clean deck.
Oh, we need to look like privateers. Like we've got so much treasure we can't even keep it below deck. You're such a rookie, dude. You're such a rookie, man.
Oh, the sun is up.
Yeah, that's what it does.
I don't know how I asked like one question and I already forgot my follow-up. Here. It's alright, I can cut out as much of this as possible. Oh, great. Yeah, no. I don't like this. If you're gonna cheat, make it nicer.
What?
What is, here. We're gonna move on to hot takes. Alright?
Hot takes.
Yeah, you're full of hot takes. So we're gonna ask
am
you.
Am I full of hot takes or the objectively correct opinion? These are the questions we have to ask ourselves.
Okay. Yes, you're full of hot takes. And because you're full of hot takes, I'm gonna ask you now. What is the most overrated game right now?
Overrated games. What's that game that's got like $800 million in crowdfunding, but it's still not even like officially released yet? They sell ships for like 10 to 15,000 real world dollars. That's probably like a historic, overrated game.
I'm not super familiar with what you're talking about.
I don't know if I think it's called Star Citizen.
Star
Very cool
Citizen?
looking. Yeah, it looks great. I can't remember if it's Star Citizen or Elite Dangerous.
No, Elite
I think it's
Dangerous
Star
is
Citizen.
out. You
Yeah,
can
it's
play
Star
Elite
Citizen.
Dangerous. Like how, of all the weather conditions, you could set it to the one that forces me to do stuff is the one you chose.
Yeah, I like that.
Well, I think actually now that I think about it, I'm trying to think about if I actually do know about this. It's like I thought it was out. It's like a space travel game, right?
Yeah, it's like a space sim. I mean,
And they
it's very in depth.
like if I wanted the Wall-E ship, the ship from Wall-E, you think I'd be able to get that, or is it that
I
kind of
don't know, to
game?
be honest. It's definitely a game with like insane proportions. I mean, it's big. Um, but from what I've seen, you can buy gigantic ships, and it looks like you can walk around them. I've seen some people play them, so you can buy like Star Destroyer size vessels.
Does it look good?
Oh, it looks great. It looks like an awesome game. The problem is the store. The store is so predatory. They sell ships for like thousands of dollars
Wouldn't that be
on their
the
store.
same as like American Truck Simulator or like Microsoft Flight Sim? It's just not as bad.
Well, what do you mean? In what aspect?
Like you can buy trucks or you can buy these new planes and stuff like that. And people have like I would imagine somebody would build some kind of rig for this, no? Like this sounds like this sounds like something somebody would build a rig for. I guess
Oh,
that's what I'm
100%.
getting at. Are we
Yeah,
in
they
the
definitely
Devil's
do.
Roar right now?
Yeah.
Oh, you're just
We are
sailing.
turning.
Yeah, you're just sailing into death.
I'm trying to get us away from it.
Yeah. Real attentive captain.
That's what a navigator's for. I'm up here steering the ship.
Sorry, I was
There's nowhere I'm
busy
going.
moving stuff that you were making a mess of.
Stuff that I intentionally placed down because I like the way it looks.
Well, now that nothing important's happening, if you could delete one gaming franchise to exist no longer. Yeah. Well, I think the funny thing now, I mean, odds are this doesn't blow up, but I feel like the funniest thing about this question is like, it's a great way to make an enemy before we even have.
Yeah. No, I feel like Fortnite is a safe answer too.
You know what's funny is I was thinking Fortnite. Personally.
Most people would probably think Fortnite.
But it's not because I think it, like, the original idea,
It
save the world.
encapsulates everything that's wrong with the gaming market right now.
Yeah, Save the World I was cool with. I wanted to play Save the World. I was even okay with Battle Royale Beta.
Yeah.
But then once it became just microtransaction central. Now, I'm not saying that all microtransactions are bad. I think there's like
No, I think you should be able to sell stuff in your game. That's fine. But the problem is
it's the whole game.
when you pay full price for a game and you don't get the value out of that. And in order to even, maximize the value of your gaming experience, you have to chip out, another 20 or 40 or even sometimes like $60. I think that's ridiculous, and that's
See, but would that
sort of what's really wrong with the gaming industry. Fortnite is just
Fortnite's just
it's a
cosmetic.
collage of
Oh.
it's a collage of collabs and
Yeah.
just endless celebrity endorsements.
Soon enough, we'll have Fortnite Beyblade.
I hate it.
They run around and you have a Beyblade battle. Which honestly sounds cool enough that I might do it. I'm in a Beyblade phase right now.
Yeah.
Where are we going? What are we doing? What is this?
What is... That's the goal now. What are you doing?
Big tug.
What is this?
Big tug. Yeah, so...
That's the rule. That's
So
the
Fortnite-
goal now.
So, wait. So Fortnite... Is it just Fortnite? Like the IP Fortnite? Or like Epic Games? Just get Epic Games out of here.
No. I wouldn't say Epic Games because then we wouldn't have Gears of War. We wouldn't have, I can't think of anything else off the top of my head. But yeah, like Gears of War was one of my favorite game series
Weren't we
for a long
just...
time.
Ready or Not's not Epic Games, right? They just use a native Epic Games, like... thing. No, because if it was exclusively Epic Games, it wouldn't be on the Steam store.
Let's see. It's Void Interactive.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Gosh, what a great game that is.
Ready or Not? Oh, dude.
Yeah, I love that game.
That's a good one. That's
I both
definitely
do
good.
and don't understand the controversy around it.
What do you mean by that?
Well, people were really, people had thoughts about some of the settings and some of the themes that they decided to tackle.
Fair.
But I don't think they approached any of it immaturely, though. I think, having played, over 100 hours of it now.
In just a few
It's
short
actually
weeks.
very interesting. There's like a way deeper story underneath all of it. It's almost like a Tom Clancy novel.
Yeah, you are a lore fiend. Any game that doesn't
will make
have
me love something.
any game that doesn't have surface level lore, like something like Elden Ring. It's funny to even like remotely think about comparing Elden Ring or Ready or Not, but anything that has lore that's just buried, that you have to find yourself, and you can find little nuggets throughout the world, I feel like that's just crack to you.
I like reading about things, especially if it's interesting. There's a lot of themes that I think are tired. What the hell is that? There is something coming up on our port side.
That's left.
There's a ship out there on the other side of this island, and it's on the map. It's gigantic. So let's
What do you mean on the map? It's gigantic.
yeah, just check the map. You'll see it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, let's kill that. But we don't have very many boards. We've only got 35 boards.
Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, is that a ship? That little... I thought that was an Ashen Lord. Oh, there's a ship on our right. In the water. Little dead ship. Yeah, we'll definitely... Oh yeah, that is a ship over there. Let's go take that ship down. I think we'll definitely have to circle back to lore, because I would like to ask you a couple questions about lore. But I want to ask you, I guess, what kind of transition? Well, let's dive into some memories. What is the funniest thing you can think of that's happened while playing an online game?
Funniest thing that's happened while playing an online game.
Yeah, I know, it's I'll say just the first thing that comes to mind, because I'm sure that there's infinite little moments.
Oh yeah. GTA is, you know, probably one of the most.
I think one of my moments is definitely GTA.
Alright, we got wood, we got fruit.
Oh dang, you made a run to the store?
Yeah, I Amazon droned it.
Nice.
Yeah, but yeah, help me sort of manage, because I can't see. There he is. We're flying dummy sail right now.
Right into the wind.
Gosh, I wish I had some chase cannons. Just one would be great.
What do you mean?
The gun on the front of the boat.
Oh, yeah. No, they don't do that in this universe.
Alright, I hope you're ready.
I'm ready. Yeah, give me a funny gaming memory. First one that comes to mind. Teach us about you. I know everybody that clicks on this video, it'll be because they know who you are and they want to learn more about you.
Sounds likely. Oh, starboard. About me? Talk about me?
Oh, like I'm talking about specifically a memory.
Oh, memory.
We'll get a little bit more into you.
Memories. Oh, I guess.
How do I change?
Back when GTA was still new, all the physics were still really broken. So there were a lot of things you could do.
Ouch.
To this day, in my stats, my fastest vehicle in game was the Rhino tank. And it's because there was a glitch you could do where you put the barrel of a tank into a gate, and then you had somebody stand behind the gate and slowly drove into it, and it would launch you into the air, and basically got launched across the map at the stupid speed. So it says my highest speed is like 17,000 miles an hour, crazy like that.
It only lets me use 5 phantom cannonballs at a time. So, Whoever supplied us with these cannonballs really could have done a better job and just given us normal cannonballs. So, I mean, I guess I've been circling. We've kind of talked about lore, briefly circled the topic. I was gonna try and knock out all the game stuff first because I think once we go down this path, we're not gonna make it back to video games. But
Well, we can always make it back to video games.
that's true. That is
One of
true.
our
Actually,
favorite things.
I have a question. I have a question that I think will kind of loop us back, following this statement.
Yeah.
You are an author.
Yep. Okay. Yep.
You write.
Uh huh.
You write
Yeah, I do.
book. Many
Yeah,
book.
a few.
At least, 10 words written.
Yeah.
Um
Somewhere like, I think it's like 15, 20 words. Last I checked.
yeah. So in terms of writing, I kind of want to talk about inspiration for a second. Like,
Oh, okay.
obviously, like, we both love video games. We spend a lot of time playing them. It's like our favorite pastime, best way to hang out. And I guess the kind of like the short and skinny of that is, I lived across the country, so it was kind of the only thing we could do together was play games. So like Elden Ring became like the first thing we really got to play together. That it was like really the first game we started actually playing together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Very seriously.
that was kind of, I'd say that was like probably one of the biggest moments in us becoming, like, obviously we were siblings, but us becoming friends, like really good friends, I think kind of started with Elden Ring. Or at least from my perspective. But
yeah, it was a great place for us to bond.
yeah, Elden Ring, like, will always have those memories. It's probably why, like, one of the reasons it's my favorite game is because of those memories we have. That was where I first got to look into, like, this world you had been writing, getting to learn about your characters and come up with some characters of my own and just, spend time together like we hadn't really got to do before that. Because you're old and I'm a young buck.
Mm. Yeah.
I'm the youngest. Yeah, not the youngest sibling, but just I'm the youngest buck. I'm a young man at my physical prime. So I totally forgot where I was going with that.
Yes, you are, buddy.
But oh, a mermaid den. That's cool. We should do one of those after this. But as we like talk about video games and about you being an author, what do you think has given you the most inspiration for writing?
Music. Like without a doubt, music.
Really?
Yeah, music is like a massive tone setter for any story I write. I've had concepts that I've been able to sort of draw up just off of the vibe that a song gives me, just like what I could envision behind it. So like music has always been um, a very big part of my life, and it's like a language I understand that I've found recently. I'm sort of like the only one in my life that really cares about music. I mean, as far as like really getting into music and like taking the time to be like I have a want to listen to music. Like, I think what I've learned is that most people are like, oh, they like a song they hear, you know, like if it's
Yeah.
playing, they'll be like, oh yeah, I like this song. For me, it's like I need to hear that song again, and so I'm going to go out and I'm going to look for it, and I'm going to explore why I like that song. Yeah, no, music is great, and I think it's really funny we were talking about Skyrim earlier, and how you didn't get it at first, and how I didn't get it at first. And I really want to be able to do that with you with music. I think that would be. I think it would be cool to sort of have, you know, for you know, to put it dramatically, to have your like your musical third eye opened, you know, because
Yeah.
there is something that people are really drawn to about music that I think is like I can't properly encapsulate everything I love about every song I listen to without sounding like a psycho. But you know, if you learn to appreciate the different elements of it, you might get why somebody would do that.
Yeah, I think like I just got home from spending a week with a guy who is a musician, and his whole life is basically his whole life is music. We spent so much time talking about music and producing music, and I've had a lot of conversations with you about music. Like, you make playlists for your characters, and or you have songs for your characters, and I've even like put together playlists of the songs that you've sent me for your characters. I feel like I could definitely be more musically inclined. Like, I've come home with like this, you know, we've talked about it before. You were the first person I had really met that referenced artists based exclusively, like, you would speak on albums as if it was like chapters in a book of an individual. You would speak on albums from artists. And for me, I always thought individual songs, which I think is like the surface level kind of understanding of music for individuals most of the time, where it's like, like I like this artist and I like this song that this artist has, but coming home from spending time with people that are like, no, this is like the single greatest album of all time, which is like a statement I don't think I'll ever understand.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm on fire.
Oh gosh, I'm dead. Yeah, no,
Oh.
no,
Oh.
I love when music is just such a great thing because I think it's an art form that really just has no comparison. Like music is just timeless, you know, like.
Oh, wow.
But no, like, it's a good thing I can talk about. The new Tool album. There are so many reasons why I love the new Tool album that I think make me biased to it. But I also feel like if anybody else listening to the album had the same historical context, they would share a similar feeling about it. So if you look at like Undertow and Anima, which are Tool's first two albums, they're very like hard progressive metal albums. They're very aggressive, in your face. You know, Tool's typical polyrhythm style is there. It's still very poetic. but it's a lot more intense. And then you move on to Lateralis, and Lateralis is this, it's almost like a thought experiment. And a lot of the music on that album is really experimental, like the track Lateralis itself. The lyrical structure of that song is in the Fibonacci sequence. So every syllable,
No, that's actually pretty cool.
every syllable that he sings in sync with the Fibonacci sequence. Not with the entire song, but it's to represent like a musical point. Like, Tool doesn't make songs; they make musical stories. So like every Tool song you listen to is like a journey. They're four just absolutely masterful musicians. But so Lateralis was very experimental. Then you got to 10,000 Days, which is, its title is an homage to his mother and her, lifetime of suffering, basically. It was very deep, very emotional. You started to see a more somber sound. And then it was quiet for a while. Tool didn't make another album for 13 years. And so Fear Inoculum, these guys are in their late 50s now. And this album it's very much like I feel like it's an ode to their entire musical existence and like a message to the world at the same time. And it's really beautiful, and it, with the context of where they've come from, making music for 30 years, the theme of the album, I think, is perfect. And some of the tracks, I think, are probably some of my favorite songs I've ever heard, period.
Dang.
Yeah, I praise for... Been spending a lot of time with it recently.
I remember as a kid, our dad, this is the most I know about Tool, and it's not even really about Tool. Last time you came to my house when we did the Subnautica playthrough, you showed me some Tool songs, and that was really cool. My resting memory for my entire life was
there's
like that whenever I thought about Tool.
On our ship.
Yeah, I could hear it. I didn't know where it was. My resting memory for Tool our whole life is our dad used to be really big into NASCAR, and he was also really big into Tool. And he did this like arcade NASCAR driving tournament and won. And yeah, and he got tickets to go see Tool, but the second place thing was tickets to it was tickets to a WWE match, and at the time I was super young, but I was really big into WWE. It was actually a problem. I kept getting in trouble for bullying my cousins. But oh, did we get him? Nice.
Yeah.
Our dad traded with second place and traded his Tool tickets for me to be able to go to WWE with my mom. And that was cool. But that's what I thought about my whole life, and then you come over and you play me this, like, 9-minute song about an alien abduction. I was like, oh, this is what Tool is. Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty great.
Yeah, I'm definitely, like...
They're honestly... It's just their whole mentality about making music. I've watched a lot of interviews, like, just listening to them, like, talk about each other is,
I just
really
jumped
cool
on this ship, and we just took damage.
They've been making music with each other for so long, and they all have such like a unique style. It was cool. You could hear like Danny Carey talk about Maynard. He jeers him so much. He's like, oh, he doesn't talk like that to me because he knows I ain't gonna listen to him. But at the same time, they're like, what do you think of his lyrics? And they're like, man, his lyrics still give me chills. And it's like, that's such a cool thing for like your bandmates to have reverence for you after like 30 years of making music together.
Yeah. We can vote to crew this ship.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
I think it'll restore it.
Well, what do we have here? This is a mighty fine ship.
It'd be cool if we
How
got
do I
to
do it?
go into like the captain's quarters.
Oh, wow.
You initiate the
All
vote,
of
and
our
then I'll
stuff
come
will
up with the...
float. Yeah, everything will be sunk. But honestly, though, like, how can we not, you know?
Yeah, I feel like this is definitely the move. Oh, this is how we get up onto the front.
Now, this is a ship. Wow. Holy
This
crap,
is,
dude. This is nuts.
Yeah. Oh, we can go and complete rituals. Yeah, let's do that. We can set out and go and complete rituals. Yes! We get crew members!
That's pretty cool.
Speaking of... You're gonna love this transition. I announced it, so now you're already sensitive to it. You're gonna hear it before I make the proper transition. But speaking of rituals in music, one of your favorite bands, if not your favorite band, is
I'd say
Ghost.
That. Yep, love me some Ghosts.
Their tag song for concerts is Ritual. One of the first bands you kind of like really started sharing with me. It was definitely not my vibe, but I did go to a concert with you.
Yeah.
Which was a really cool experience, and I still think it's probably like the best concert I've ever been to. That being said, I haven't been to very many concerts, but I think I like whenever it comes up and I'm talking to somebody about concerts, I'm like, oh no, this is the best band to see in concert, without a shadow of a doubt.
I have seen a lot of bands in concert. Ghost is they're a class act, honestly.
You saw Drowning Pool in person.
Yeah, I did.
In like an old Kmart.
Like 10 feet away from them, yeah. It's really all about the show. It doesn't matter how big it is. I really think you can rock anything. You got good music. There's so many bands that are big. I'm like, ugh. You see their live show and you're like, these people are like, what is this? This is the most bare bones. I'm not as big a fan, but Rammstein is one that has an incredible stage performance. That guy's got like a license for pyrotechnics, and he makes his own like crazy like firework devices, and he fires them over the crowd. It's crazy. The music's pretty wild.
I've heard a little bit. I wouldn't be able to recognize it. It feels... It definitely feels weird to be like a pleb in terms of music. Like, especially being surrounded with...
scary.
Like, I'm surrounded by people that love music. You know, my wife's a dancer. She's not super huge on music itself. Like, she's not she's not like a fan of individual bands or anything like that. Like she's not like a huge fan of anybody in particular, but she's a fan of like choreography and music and like theatrics. And then I've always been a fan of music generally. Like I have artists that I really like. That was a punk in high school. You know, I started to like try and be a heavy metal guy, but you know, I didn't know anybody else that was, so I didn't maintain the interest. You know, I was in high school, I was like, I would go between like alternative rock, anything early 2000s, like late 90s. You know, I'd listen to Green Day, and then at one point I was a really big fan of Avenged Sevenfold. But music, you know, I would like to be more into music. You know, like I want to learn how to play the guitar. I really enjoy singing, but it's always so intimidating, I feel like, to sing around or in front of people.
Oh yeah.
But that's also like you're a musician as well.
Hardly. Yeah, I don't really consider myself a musician anymore.
Oh yeah.
I know a few things on my guitar. I'm not trained or anything though.
But
I
self-taught.
learned something if you gave me the music for it.
I feel like that's impressive in and of itself.
I feel like anybody could with the determination. I hear copious amounts of water being consumed by our hole right now.
Yeah, I've been just repairing for like a while. This is a big ship, and we do not have any of the skeleton crew guys right now. And I don't know how we're supposed to get them.
Oh, that of cannonballs. Hold on.
I think we have to be outside of combat for our guys to spawn. Dude, I just repaired all those holes.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
Which musical artists do you think have kind of had the most influence on your writing?
Oh.
Come out with like a
know,
crazy like crazy question.
I don't think any one musical artist has had
Too much individual influence.
yeah. I know Odessa is sort of my canon soundtrack for my story, but I feel like there's a lot of other music I could go in there too.
Yeah.
Along that ride.
I just thought it was interesting, you know, as you write characters and you think about characters, you have individual artists and soundtracks for each characters. And I was even just talking about that the other day, about how, you know, one of your characters, the soundtrack is almost like Shaky Graves, and then you get into, you know, other characters and it's just full-blown like Odessa.
Yeah,
and how
it's
different.
very much whatever their vibe is.
Yeah. Which I think is a pretty cool way to experience the music, where you go back and forth between, like, you can listen to totally different genres of music through the perspective of the character that lives in your head.
Yeah. It's like having a VPN for experiences.
I want to ask, what do you think the difference is, like, so I imagine that there's characters that if they have a preference of music they like, they probably have music they don't necessarily like. Is there a mental place in between two characters where you're like, this character really likes this, but if I'm like thinking through the mentality of this other character? Does it does this music repulse me if I go backwards?
So here's the thing. Just because I have a soundtrack in mind when I think of a character or a particular style of music does not mean that that would be their preferred style of music.
Okay.
So like
I can't imagine a character
like I have Atlas like Atlas I feel very I feel like he's like a very punk rockish kind of hearted character, but he himself is like very collected, um, quiet, only really speaks what he needs to, and I don't know. I don't know how to properly put that, if that makes any sense. But like, whereas you have like Riley, I have like a more bluegrassy sort of theme to her experience because of how connected she is with everywhere she goes. She's naturally very connected with like culture and people and experiences, and I just feel like bluegrass music it just feels like the wind, and I
yeah.
feel like she sort of is the wind
As I
on whatever land she's on.
yeah, as I picture Riley, knowing more about the book than probably most people.
Anybody in the world.
Yeah, it will be released eventually. Um, which the idea of somebody just diving into this podcast to to learn lore years in the future is pretty interesting. Like, a possibility.
Something. Hey, how you doing? Am I rich yet? How did I die?
Oh no.
Was it cool?
Did I die cool?
Did I tell him I died cool?
Um,
Yeah, but as you consider it.
Yeah, as I dive in, thinking about characters like Riley, I just picture this. she, like, you're gonna hate this description, but Riley in my mind is like this fairy princess. Like, she is the sweetest. She is innocence. She's like the one that walks through the forest and the animals just surround her.
Well, yeah,
And
that's not. That's sort of exactly what she is.
fairy princess. Okay,
Yeah,
that's canon now. That
she was made from sacrifice. Like, um, she basically has Rainy's heart. Like, so she's this new embodiment of goodness. But there's this divine will that light and dark are to be mended back together. They're supposed to meet. And so Max and Riley are, more or less, the entities of that relationship. And so everything sort of has like a reverence for Riley. They can sense that there's something about her that's just good. Um, I've got some more characters I've been cooking up. Like, I've been really trying to figure out how to encapsulate darkness, and I want darkness to be extremely misunderstood. Um, I've wanted it to be a creature of some kind, like a shape that it maintains. But I've been sort of like back and forth on like what I would want it to be. And I have an image now in my mind of what I would want it to be, but I don't know how to um I don't know how to properly paint it. So I want it to be like a long, lanky, dark, feathered creature. It's like imagine like a dragon,
Okay.
Like a long like V-neck and like the face of like an owl. And I wanted to like slither and move and encompass things and to be curious and almost innocent in a way, detached from what its nature is.
Voiced by Eddie Murphy.
Oh no.
Mushu too.
No, definitely a feminine entity, I feel like.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you're
That's
gonna
just a me thing, though.
if you're gonna make something evil.
Well, that's the thing, like, that's the
Not
thing,
not evil,
like,
not
I
evil.
really
Yeah.
want to explore, like, the ambiguity of it. Like, you're the villain in somebody's story. I really like, the way that Primal goes about it. If you haven't gotten into the second season of Primal, you need to, because it starts making you ask yourself some questions, start having feelings about things, and you start just feeling bad that stuff's happening in general. What do we have here?
It sounds like the best form of entertainment. Entertainment that makes you unhappy.
Yeah, just
What was
makes you
that?
feel.
What did you just do?
Oh, I just pulled the lever and fired the flamethrower.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, that's cool. Do we know how to make the guys respawn?
They can't spawn in the light. I did get a notification that it said that.
Hmm. I
Start
thought of a
trying to
good
move. I hate
question.
this ship.
We'll see if it comes back. Oh, really? It's
Yeah, I'm
cool.
not a fan.
It feels cool.
Yeah, it's cool for sure. It's cool to look at. Piloting it without 4 other people feels rough. If we had a full crew here, this would be great. But there's 3 separate sails.
Well, once we get proper repair drones, once they spawn in, it'll be a little bit different. Sorry, I was thinking. Oh, that's where I was gonna go. All right. So, as you consider the possibility that you're speaking to people that have read your book or series and like thoroughly enjoyed it, I kind of want to talk about the idea of fandom.
Oh.
What scares you most about a fandom? And I'll preface with this. I was I like Ghost. I like the theatrics in the story. I was just watching a video of Tobias Forge, the lead singer of Ghost and kind of the mastermind behind everything. I was watching him review all of his own characters. And he was talking about it, and he's like diving into different things. And as he's diving into different things, he's talking about different lore. And then you immediately go to the comments, and they're like, "Oh, he got it wrong. He misspoke." they're like tearing him apart or saying that he was too tired to understand what he was saying, or this, that, and the other.
It's been a running joke that the community makes the lore for him. Like, he goes and he watches people theorize, and he's like, actually, that does sound pretty cool, and that's what he puts in.
Fair enough. And then you go to, like, we'll talk about another fandom. Like, the Amazing Digital Circus, pretty big right now.
Yeah.
The last episode just came out. You have a creator that's so like tired of the fandom that they basically just like wrap it up. They're like, no, I'm done. Which is so interesting, so peculiar. Like, you have something that started out good and it was just like a passion project, and then and then now it's like the internet, the people that love it, or the people that made the author not want it to be around anymore. So like, as you think about fandom, and I know there's like part of this mentality of like your book and your series is your own right now.
I think my biggest fear is that somebody would believe it. In a way, I want people to believe it, but you know, there are just, you know, you can't really tell what people are gonna do with a story. I mean, look at the guy that killed John Lennon. I mean, he read The Catcher in the Rye, you know, a book that has nothing to do with the Beatles or John Lennon. He was like, oh, this is telling me I need to kill, telling me I need to kill John Lennon. And I'm probably butchering what the actual story is there, but you know, they did ban that book because they were worried that it would inspire more people to violence.
That is crazy. I actually didn't know that was like a sort of like a reason for that. I thought it was just like an attention thing. Like, I remember him not having like crazy good reasons. Not that there's like a good reason to kill someone, but
Yeah.
I remember it being like he just kind of did it and then he just waited. It's like a crazy place to jump to. So somebody believing the story is something that is like borderline frightening then.
Yeah. Because in all honesty, I hope I get to a point in my life um, where I believe it, because that would be akin to, you know, my eternity. You know, right now for me, uh, you know, my eternity is finishing my story and just having something of myself to leave behind, and the idea of that um, leaves me with comfort. Like, I know I've embedded it in you in a way, and I want to leave it with you if anything does ever happen to me. But you know, I worry that people will romanticize it in the same way that I do, um, which is what I want and isn't what I want. But you know, people take things to an extreme, and like, look at that guy who he went on that killing spree because he thought the ghost girl from Danny Phantom was talking to him.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, so he thought that he actually had like a spiritual connection to this character. He made like a whole vlog series and put it on YouTube that led up to it happening. That's the stuff I worry about. Is like absolute psychos identifying way too hard.
fair enough.
I want you to identify with my characters, of course.
Yeah.
You know, there's a character for everybody. I feel like I've really tried to, you know, sort of capture every facet of my personality into, you know, like an individual being. And you know, so I feel like there's really a character for everybody. You know, ideally people would, you know, have their favorites, or that's the fantasy in my mind, is that that's what the way people would talk about it, like, oh, I'd like to see more from this character. And I want a character, even in passing, to seem like they have more going on with them than carrying the plot for the primary characters.
Yeah, I think you know, the original idea for the shark's back. The original idea for this this, podcast was gonna be, playing Elden Ring. And so a lot of my questions were kind of based on like the Elden Ring lore, comparing to your book and kind of that direction.
Yeah.
Just and when you play Elden Ring, every character has this like depth to them, which I know is like a heart where you don't want anything in your story to feel hollow or like a cutout. That being said, how do you feel about like, or kind of like a little bit of a jump, but as you think about, what happens with these completed stories, like people take every side character and they build their own theories, and then of course you're gonna, as we talk about fandom, you're gonna have your little fanfic writers. I imagine there's some level where people love this enough where they take it and they want to add their own spin. How would you feel like going into just reading fan fiction about your own characters?
I would be I'd be thrilled about it, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, I'd be pretty tickled by the entire thing. Honored, almost.
That no matter the fanfic can go in some pretty interesting directions.
Well,
That's part of it.
I appreciate the sentiment. If anybody were to do that, I would feel touched. Probably a little more touched in some circumstances, but we'll avoid looking at those too hard.
The idea of somebody taking your characters and going in a direction that even you wouldn't like dare cross certain lines.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean it's what in the
where am I? What is happening?
What's up? I'm just watching the ship just like fly through the air right now.
What just happened? Did we just? Oh, we were supposed to do something with that ship.
I don't know. That wasn't normal.
Yeah,
we just got flung through the air. Were you below deck?
I was on the top deck. I have no idea what's happening right now.
I was on the top too. I was thrown into the air.
Yeah, we're just black screened right now. Well, I'll fill the silence. I'll fill the silence.
I'll continue.
Okay.
I would feel tickled by it because that's what I do anyway. Like when I'm not writing my main story, which is most of the time, because I'm too afraid to commit to anything, I'm writing just endless garbage on the side with the same characters. Like I've probably got over 1,000 pages of just side stuff I've done to entertain myself. I've put, all the characters remain who they are, but I can sort of just put them in any situation I want them in and just hit go. Like that's what it feels like for me is technically they feel almost like programs that like run themselves. Like I can place Riley in a situation I know how she'll act. I can place Atlas in a situation I know. And I just in my mind I can follow it like a flow, it's easy. So to see other people do that, I think I would relate to it.
Ooh, jellyfish. I've never seen jellyfish before. I wonder I wonder the feeling, you know, obviously this hasn't been like, this is our first time doing this kind of format. What just happened? This is our first time doing this kind of format. So like it's a little messy, but that's okay. I wonder what it would feel like, or I can imagine, you know, somebody who is a diehard fan in the future, somebody who has read these books and it's something that they're just totally over the moon about, and then they listen to the author, you know, years before, say, yeah, I have thousands of pages of content that just exists out there
that you will never read.
Oh man.
And you know, and unfortunately, what's going to happen is you're going to wind up with it. And yeah, I'll be happy I'm dead.
Somebody's chasing
wow.
me down. You know, every press conference, every you know, trip to Walmart, there's somebody standing there that's like, oh wait.
You could auction off like singular pages of it.
That would be cool.
Like, oh, check this out. Or you leak like a page online and people are like, no way.
The story of when
You
Max
probably get
meets
some like death threats.
the story
People
of
will be
when
like,
Max
he's
meets
dead,
SpongeBob.
man. You couldn't even let his body get cold before you start trying to make money off his death, dude. That's so messed up.
And we could have it noted right here. That's exactly what he would want me to do.
It is exactly what I'd want to do. Get the bag, brother. Gotta make sure my niece and/or niece and nephew are well taken care of.
You gotta keep your keep Lucy eternally alive. Lucy's like 70, 80 years.
Lucy.
Yeah, I think you will. I think you will. An 80-year-old Lucy just sitting there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's dang, dude.
I want to take that ship back and actually like do the thing. So I think you know, as we whatever just happened. What do you think you would want to communicate to the fan that's here to listen to you jibber jab about your book that I don't even know if it's like fully titled yet?
Yeah, not really.
It's hard to title it.
I wouldn't want to communicate anything. I would hope that my story would communicate what I'm trying to say.
Fair enough.
I think that's what's most important to me. I shouldn't tell people what they should feel. I should just hope that they feel something.
Hope that they have a good time.
It was valuable to me, and it's gotten me this far into my life. Scattershot, that's pretty cool.
Let's roll.
What just happened? What's happening right now?
I have no idea.
What's happened? Oh, look. This way.
Nice.
Can you pull the ship up so I can customize it?
Oh. Why will it not? Is the anchor down? Oh, yeah, the anchor's down. So
this is ridiculous.
Because I'm unoriginal, I don't want to transition back into a little back into a little bit of lighthearted goofiness. Or let's do some would you rathers.
Okay.
I'll look up good would you rathers. There, look, these 100 would you rather questions that are absurdly hard to answer.
Would you rather would you rather eat 4 staples or belly flop on a bed of broken glass?
Sorry, state that again.
Would you rather eat 4 staples or belly flop on a bed covered in glass?
What kind of staples are these? Are these like construction staples, or are these like just...
No.
They're like
Office.
normal desk... Okay.
Yeah, they're like the dollar store special.
I'm gonna go with the staples.
Wow.
Because I don't think that'll kill me. But I think that there's definitely a way I can land on that glass, and it'll take me out.
I would have taken the glass.
Like, you said 4 staples?
Yeah, I mean,
it's not even comparison.
We're talking about swallowing staples, dude. Like,
yeah, I'm gonna ball them up.
You're gonna get internal bleeding.
I'm gonna roll it up. I'm gonna try and make it as unoffensive as I can, and then I'm just gonna swallow that. I might ball it up and put it in something I can't really digest, so it has like a protective coating. It's small enough that I won't even really notice.
Oh.
But like belly flop on, like, how much broken glass are you talking about? Are these little tiny shards, or is this like somebody cracked like 12 glass bottles or just shattered all over the bed?
Honestly, I kind of hate this conversation.
You asked this.
And I regret starting it.
Alright, well, pick your answers so we can move on.
Yeah, I'd rather belly flop on the glass.
Oh
Which
my
I guess
gosh.
would tell you how much glass is on the bed that I'd be willing to do that. What is that freaking figurehead? That is not my figurehead, dude.
Would you rather wake up naked in a forest 5 miles from your home, or in your underwear at work? I kind of feel like I know where you'll go with this one, but...
Yeah, I'd go to the forest.
What?
Yeah.
You want to walk 5 miles naked through a forest?
If I'm in my underwear at work, I won't work again.
You won't work again?
Yeah.
What do you mean? The only people, like, the only
if I'm
regular...
at an Amazon I'm in my damn underwear, I'm not gonna be able to work in Amazon anymore.
Well, let's say it's just like no perpetual repercussions, other than some people see you in your undies. I feel like walking naked, down a road to get home, somebody's stopping. Like even if there was even if there were repercussions, like somebody's gonna pop out and be like, hey, I'm gonna call the police for you being out here naked.
Right. Alright, let's get some supplies organized.
Spawn just storage bins.
Storage bins.
Yeah, you can do storage bins and cannonball boxes, and we'll just siphon all the cannonballs out.
Ancient black powder.
Yeah, do that one.
Let's see if we can sell it.
Wonder how big the explosion is.
Probably significant.
I'm not gonna ask that
Take it
one. I'm not
to
gonna ask
the
that one. I'm not gonna
merchant.
ask
Take
that
the
one.
merchant down here. Take it to the mysterious stranger. Okay.
I'm trying to find a
Is
good
he
would you rather.
is he really a mysterious stranger if I see him at every single tavern I go to?
Fair enough.
I got like fake currency.
That's dumb.
I know what that does. Oh, that's your points. So you can be on different teams and you can compare your points with other teams.
Would you rather lose the ability to lie or believe everything you're told?
Lose the ability to lie.
I'm gonna agree with you on that one. Come on, whatever this company is. Bad would you rather's. I'm going to Reddit. The Reddit, the original everything app. would you rather everybody hate you for the rest of your life or go to jail for 20 years for something you didn't do?
um, let's see. That's a good one. That's a good one. Oh, I guess I have everybody hate me. Yeah. I don't want to go to prison. What are you even talking about?
A lot of these would you rathers are bad. They're trash. And I don't have the Reddit app, so it just keeps popping up. No, I don't want fun and dirty. And would you rather questions hard. Thought-provoking would you rathers. Hard would you rather questions. That's what we're gonna do. That's dumb. Would you rather have a face that everyone laughs at or a name that everyone laughs at? Name.
Name.
Yeah, that was easy.
You could change your name. Or are you incapable of giving yourself a name that people won't laugh at? Are you just that unaware?
This is dumb. This question, okay. Would you rather be homeless but never have to work, or work at a job you hate for the rest of your life? I will say that's literally like what the option is. that's already the option of life. Would you rather be homeless or work? Is basically what the question is. Would you rather stay young physically or mentally? Say mentally?
Well, no. Well, what does that even mean?
I guess it just
Stay
means
young.
until you die, you just are in
If
your right
am I not
mind.
mentally young if I'm physically young, or is this like a do I go back in time with the memories I have sort of situation?
I think it's just you continue to age normally, but your mental state um doesn't deteriorate,
Hmm.
which I mean, you're old, so I feel like this is a dead winner for you
Yeah, I would go
because
back to young.
if your body can't deteriorate more than it already has, like
Yes.
that's not changing very much.
I guess I'm just sort of worried about my mind as it is. It's a harder question for me to answer.
He said as it is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I think I'd want to stay sane. I'd want to keep my mind how it is now. Like, I'm going
Right,
to
but
age anyway.
if I decide to be young again, am I going to be young with the same uh, the sort of mental deterioration I've had at this point in my life?
Well, I think you just move forward. We'll make it this way. Whatever your mind and body were like at the age of 21, you get to go back to. And whatever you
Oh,
choose isn't
yikes.
going to age. Or is it going to degrade? I guess you can mature mentally. But your body's going to stay either in that shape or you can work out and it'll be better, but it just won't degrade. Like, you're not going to get wrinkly. Your joints are going to stay as good as they were at 21. Your asthma won't be so bad. You'll have a full head of hair again.
I didn't have a full head of hair at 21. Yeah, that's funny. That's what you thought that though. Tragic. Absolutely tragic. Let's go find something.
No, this one's sad. Would you rather pause this time in your life or fast forward through it? Like, I'd pause.
What do you mean by pause?
Like, stay, I guess this chapter of your life just stays forever, I presume. Which, I mean, I guess you either live with no character development or you just totally skip this chapter and move on to the next one. Which seems like an
I don't know how to answer
interesting,
that one.
yeah.
I don't think I would want to fast forward, but I don't know if I would want to be stuck. These are kind of rough right now.
This one's dumb. Would you rather face punishment for a crime or try to hide it and get away?
But I get away, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try to hide it.
Oh, on our left. Yeah, would you rather not get in trouble? Ooh, unstable connection. It's okay. I'll just cut this out. Oh.
how you doing?
I'm back.
Oh, there's another one on our right.
Ow. Oh, I got a good one. Would you rather have low internet that consistently functions, or great internet that only functions 80% of the time? Because that is the world that I live in.
Great internet that functions 80% of the time.
Remember that. Talk trash on my internet.
I feel like having internet that works 80% of the time would be a massive upgrade on my 40% of the time internet. It says I get 40 megabytes a second. What does that even mean? It definitely takes longer than what that would be.
Yeah, that math doesn't math for what I'm getting.
Yeah.
Is that one dead? I think that one's dead. It's not doing well. I think both of them are dead. Yeah. Yeah, they're both dead. Well done.
Well done, brother. Well done.
Well done, brother. Well, the would you rathers are done, so I'm gonna call an audible. If our podcast, if the Primm-Cast did blow up, what would be your 3 top guests that you would like to be able to interview while playing video games?
I don't even know.
And we'll say that, you know, it doesn't have to be people that would do it. Because obviously there's people that... there's people that still just wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Even if it was popular.
Oh.
I'm gonna try and...
I guess the Grumps. Like Game Grumps.
Oh, that'd be really cool, actually. That's a fantastic answer.
Yeah. Yeah, I really like them. Can't really think of anybody that I'd be like... that I felt like I could have a good conversation with. Maybe some writers, but, you know, I feel weird playing video games with, you know, the people I'd want to talk to. Nor do I think they would. They're a little bit older now. Christopher Paolini, that'd be a cool guy to talk to. He made the Aragon series, the Inheritance series.
You know, I asked that question and I didn't have a single person in mind, but the Grumps would be cool.
Grumps would be cool. I don't know, I have a lot of people that I like that I wouldn't want to endeavor meeting.
Really? Kind of like a don't meet your heroes thing.
Yeah, I think that's another thing.
I wonder if it's just like one of those things like you have respect for people, respect for individuals, like do you think any of the people that you personally follow would be like people you wouldn't actually want to be around in real life?
Hmm. Not sure.
Like I tend to think like the people that I follow, I genuinely feel like most of them I think I'd get a pretty good kick out of hanging out with. Like I feel like
Matt and Ryan, Super Mega. They'd be funny to hang out with, I think.
yeah, like I think about not even exclusively like Moist Critical, but like the group of guys that he hangs out with. Like I feel like it'd be fun to really get to talk to or interview any of those, because that whole group of people kind of just feels genuine.
Yeah.
Like people that don't seem like they're going out of their way to do anything specifically to impress people, but they're just doing their thing, and it's their authenticity is kind of like why people like them.
Yeah.
Or I feel like now these guys would probably be more my speed than your speed, but Official Duck Studios I think would be really cool for me. Like they've kind of transitioned their content a couple times, and now they're basically just building a ranch, but I've been watching them for like a decade. Actually initially found them on a Fallout 4 video, and it was pretty much just one guy at the time. It was just the real life stuff where it was multiple people. Like I feel like they'd be cool. And I'd imagine that they're probably pretty similar to the way they portray themselves. I actually feel like PewDiePie would be pretty cool to get to like talk to, because I'd like to talk to him about like this new chapter and what it's like to transition out of, you know, being someone in the limelight to just like somebody peacefully living. Like he's
Right.
like that whole like life is probably one of the most like ideal, or it's seemingly ideal, where it's like they've got their, you know, money, whatever, they've done the things they wanted to do, and now they just kind of live peacefully, or at least that's the way it comes across when you see their new content. Like they just do the things they want to do, raise their son, they're just hanging out. Like I feel like that would be a cool conversation, almost like post fame, that you get to talk to somebody who has like effectively like taken off their famous hat and set it down. Like I feel like that would be interesting. I kind of cheated because I said, you know, groups, but even still, I think on like the lower end, or not lower end, but like less popularly known, I think Habby. I've sent you some Habby 147 videos, but that would be pretty cool. I don't think I'd have anything to talk to musicians about. Like if we got Tobias Forge, I would just be sitting here the whole time. My contribution would be like stupid questions and some light jokes.
Yeah, I don't know what I would even say. I'm just a fan.
Yeah.
I think it's alright to just be a fan. You don't always have to have things to say to people.
Yeah.
Be appreciative of their work and That'd be a whole weird thing. That's a weird looking ship.
Yeah. I feel like it could be interesting to just, like, at the heart of this, my idea is, like, even without pointed questions, what's it like to just sit down and play a game with a person? Like, what conversations naturally come up? Like,
What kind of stuff are they into?
yeah. Like, it's funny to start off interviewing my favorite author, and of course you get to kind of cross-interview your favorite streamer, which is me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, we're both a little starstruck, but we kind of know, we kind of know just about everything there is.
Your favorite unpublished author?
Yeah, it is funny to, like, have the idea of, like, we just interview people who aren't. we interview people who are not famous. By any means. We take the time to interview people that we're just friends with, that we enjoy talking to already. And that feels cool. But, I feel like the idea of, like, I'll be able to go back and listen to these conversations that I had with people that I care about.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Recording.
Yeah. It is a funny concept to me, like, the idea of somebody, like, I rewatch podcasts. I love podcasts. I like long form, like, listening to people just have conversations. It's not, staged or anything. It's just like, hey, we might talk about this today, or, this is what this person's known for. We're just gonna chat. But the idea that you go back and the first, like, 10 podcasts are just random people that we're friends with. We just bring them in.
It'd be pretty awkward if we ever had, like, a falling out with any of them. We just quietly unlist
it. Quietly drop it.
You raise the forward sail.
Yeah.
You're at the sport.
I'd hope that, well, I mean, obviously, I think everybody would hope that they don't have a falling out with any of their friends, but I think that most of our friends are uncontroversial enough that we'd probably be fine. But I think I'm going to go ahead and conclude this here Primm-Cast. What in the world? If you watch, I hope you enjoyed. My name is Primm. His name is Asimov. And we will catch you in the next one. Bye. Say bye, Asimov.
Bye.